Hello and welcome to Season 4, Episode 32.5 of Kill James Bond. I am November Kelly. I am joined, as always, by my friends Abigail, Thorne, and Devon.
Hello, gentle listener.
Hello, how are you doing? Cowabunga. It's definitely not that episode. I don't know why are you doing a new thing?
Yeah, well, the thing is that in Season 4, Episode 32.5, we confronted a film made in France, which is where they invented the concept of having seen something before, I forget what it's called.
Yeah, there's some kind of term in French.
It's in French, yeah.
At this point here, we have to confront that French term, whatever it is, because we're watching a remake of that film. And that film was Wages of Fear.
Yeah, which we enjoyed. We really liked it.
Very much.
I had a really good time with Wages of Fear. I had a somewhat difficult time watching it, like physically finding and watching it, but that's probably a me problem.
Something that it has in common with its remake, I'll say. But yeah, The Wages of Fear was black and white, existentialist sort of death march of capitalism film. And in this case, we are doing the American 70s remake of it, Sorcerer.
Yeah, where they kind of remove most of the anti-capitalist themes and it becomes a kind of man v God movie.
Yes.
As they call it in the industry, or a man v nature movie, which I think is, it's still a good film and it's well made, but I just cards on the table, I like the original better. But all right, we'll get into it. Sorcerer.
I like the original better, definitely. There's some things in this I like more than the original, but not everything, not the whole movie.
Crucially, this is a film directed by William Friedkin, who directed
we've
Cruising.
done one episode about before, and that was the one where it was everyone v Devon.
Yeah, okay.
I don't mean to just do this exclusively to you, but I'm not a huge William Friedkin fan. We've done two actually. We've done Rules of Engagement as well, I believe.
You're right.
Okay.
Ages back, yeah.
Which
we
was
did not
also
like that movie.
This is an evil film.
Also an evil film.
Yeah, that was an evil movie. Yeah.
Is this guy evil?
Yeah, I think maybe yes. I mean, we're gonna do To Live and Die in LA at some point, which absolutely is an evil film. Hopefully, just the living part, not the dying part. But Sorcerer this was like William Friedkin's passion project. If you remember the tweet that's like, my new script, Bright, if made properly, could be my Star Wars.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think about that a lot.
He went all in on getting the rights to the book that Wages of Fear is an adaptation of, and doing not a remake in his mind, but a sort of a different adaptation of it. This was going to be the thing that put him on the map. And then this came out in June of 1977, and do you know what else came out?
10,000 decibel Star Wars music kicks in. No one's seeing any other fucking movies, moron.
Yeah.
It's
George
not happening.
Lucas said, if made properly, this could be my Star Wars on account of that it's Star Wars.
And so this was kind of this really
Thank
underperformed...
God my wife is editing my movie, hope we never divorce.
George Lucas driving the longest car in the world, perfectly running over and killing William Friedkin. And Friedkin never really kind of got over this, even for the rest of his career. He was like, no, this should have been the thing that made me like
been a huge hit.
Lucas big, right? And I don't think that it's good enough to do that.
No,
it's
I'm
decent,
so
but it's not good enough to do that.
Very,
but,
very glad you teed that up.
Glad
Yes,
he put his heart and soul into it.
He's been on record all the time about how good this would have been if not for Star Wars.
I don't know, man.
It's a fine movie.
Cope.
It's not better than Cruising.
Let me do a little segue here, because I've been watching the World Cup, right? And I'm about
it's
to...
coming home, listeners.
It's
coming. At
coming.
time of recording,
it is coming
it's
home.
coming home.
At time of recording,
Absolutely.
It's coming the fuck home.
It's coming home to current Prime Minister Keir Starmer.
Yeah. And we're gonna beat France, and then in Andy Burnham's first day in office, he's gonna have to call Macron and talk about it, which is gonna be funny. But no, I've been watching the World Cup, and I'm gonna embark on kind of a risky gambit, given half of where our listeners are from. But America is one of the cheatingest nations on the face of the planet.
It's so crazy.
Every American I am personally enemies with. It's crazy how if you do anything to hurt an American's feelings, that becomes intolerable to them. And that comes in like a left flavor, it comes in a lib flavor, it comes in a right flavor. My enemy is the American people. Sick of these fuckers. Get them out of here.
No.
Do not unsubscribe from the Patreon.
I don't know.
Every single one of you. Keep giving me that money.
I'm not so sure about that. I like Americans. I did very much enjoy watching the World Cup last night in a room full of Americans supporting Norway as the only England supporter in there.
Yes.
Just getting to be the smuggest bitch at the party. That was really fucking
How
funny.
good was England, boys? How good was...
I also really enjoyed watching the Belgium v USA match in a bar and then immediately ordering a Belgian ale when Belgium won.
Let me just go back here to my text to the group chat that I did after we beat Norway, which just says Stellan Skarsgård, Per Lundqvist, Hans Christian Andersen, your boys took one hell of a beating. And I'd like you to note that none of those people are Norwegian.
They're Norway coded. What's the problem? Here's the thing. I was dining out on this a lot last night. This is actually, it was a colonizer versus colonized football match where we got to be the colonized for the first time ever.
Yeah.
This one's for
It's
Lindisfarne,
woke to
you
support
motherfuckers.
England.
Yeah, absolutely. And so
as it will be against Argentina.
the reason why I bring up Americans being whining cheats, get at me in the comments, do not get at me in the exit surveys, is because this is a very American adaptation.
It is.
And the last one that we saw was a very French adaptation, right? And I think you can kind of talk about this most effectively with the way that they do their opening scenes, right? Because the way that Wages of Fear does its opening scene, we didn't really mention this when we talked about it because it's not really relevant and it's kind of so uncomfortable to talk about. But Wages of Fear opens with basically an hour of this town is sad and poor and it's horrible here, and also there's a bunch of child nudity in it, right? That's France.
Like the first shot.
Who we are going to beat in the semi-final.
Who we are going to beat in the semi-finals. Fuck you, Kylian Mbappe. It's over for you. I'm coming for you. The first shot of Wages of Fear is like it's four like insects tied together, pulling each other in different directions, and it's such a beautiful scene setting for what you're gonna get.
It's very philosophical. It's very sort of like aesthetic. It's very studied. Why is that child naked?
Why did he have to be naked?
But then in the United Snakes of America, they make the opening scene of this movie a guy getting perfectly 009'd with a silenced revolver.
It's a 009 scene.
They 009 us right at the
We
very
go to
start.
Veracruz, Mexico, and we're introducing like our four guys who are going to be doing Wages of Fear truck driving shit later on. And our guy Nilo walks in, domes off 009 with a silenced pistol. I just want to talk about the way Nilo is dressed. He's got a blue suit, white shoes, sunglasses, hat. Really wide collar. My man is hitting the disco after this killing.
That's crazy. Imagine killing someone wearing white shoes. That is confidence.
You're not earning the Wages of Fear wearing white shoes. No support.
You're not.
No way. He's not scared at all in this.
And then it hits me with the second sort of body blow because having gone, hey, you remember that kind of studied philosophical movie? Well, guess what, motherfucker? Gun. It then takes me to Jerusalem.
Jerusalem. And I go, okay, William. Okay, William.
Like the Naked Gun 2.5.
Yeah.
Like World War Z.
All of us British being very careful about what we say on the microphone.
Yes, we see. Okay, let's be as absolute. Yeah, let's just be objective. We see a group of 4 Palestinian immigrants.
It takes us to Jerusalem, the capital of Palestine.
Yep.
4 Palestinian militants, let's say, taking action.
Guys,
they blow up.
Guys.
They blow up one of the gates, the Damascus Gate, I think, in Jerusalem.
They do an action. They do an operation, right? These 4 guys, they're wearing kippas, right? They're like
they're in disguise.
And they leave a bag behind on the steps of just like a building. It's not even important which one. And they get on a bus. It blows up. Right?
Battle of Algiers stuff.
Yeah. Incidentally, the whole sort of background of this is it's very noisy, right? There's a lot of kind of street noise. There's almost an azan mixed in as well. It's like very much determined to sell the kind of like, this is chaotic, this is like bad neighborhood stuff,
bustling
right?
place, yeah. So they race back to their safe house and they're bugging out when troops enter the building, gun down some of them, and arrest some others. There's a huge crowd outside that forms and is like arguing with the authorities. And I really like that the crowd shots are shot from within the crowd as if you are in it. It's a really nice, like, creative way of shooting a crowd for probably not a lot of money, because you only need like 4 guys, and then you need the sound of 50 guys, and you can make it look really big. So it's clever.
It's deliberately alienating. It's using the same kind of thing that we've talked about being a kind of like a racist crowd, right? In a sort of like reverse
rules
way,
of engagement,
I guess.
maybe.
Yeah. The little girl with the gun is here. Yeah.
A couple of things about this. First of all, it does suggest that the IDF are like, they're on the case like instantly, for one thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, they might have been funding it for all we know.
Yeah. They also shoot first, right?
They do.
And we get a kind of really loving Forsythian shot of like an Uzi muzzle as they just gun these guys down. But then, so I think it's where we're articulating this politically as like, man, Israel's chaotic, but these guys don't fuck around kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
It's an incidental part of the movie.
The stance is like, damn, that's crazy. But one of the guys gets away.
And it's his POV we see in the crowd, because he's like watching the other guy get taken away. 2 of them get killed, 1 of them gets captured. They don't matter. And he's watching him get taken away. It's really good.
It's a really nice shot of the guy,
Yeah.
Also, insanely hard soundtrack. I wasn't expecting synths here, as any Fallout 4 player says. But what we get is a kind of Tangerine Dream soundtrack, and it's, I would say, the best part of the movie by far.
Well, yeah.
Then we go to
Paris.
A guy's apartment in Paris.
A beautiful fucking apartment too. Love this place. We meet guy number 3, Victor, who's chatting to his wife. She's writing a history book.
Insanely hot wife.
His insanely hot wife.
Barefoot wife as well. Hello, Quentin Tarantino.
His insanely hot barefoot wife. His insanely hot French barefoot wife.
Yeah. Ooh, les piggies. But she's...
my first... Les Gripper? Les Chiens?
No.
But like... This is where I write down, damn, this guy's insanely hot barefoot wife is insanely hot. Wish I could understand her, because Devon and I had a bit of a sort of travail watching this one. We had to go to 2 separate YouTube videos, one of which had the non-English dialogue subtitled, but also had a bunch of weird cuts for presumably evading copyright protection. And another one which didn't have the weird cuts, but also didn't have the
non-English subtitles, which has since become private. Also, I just went to reopen it so that I could follow along while we were doing the episode, and it's been taken down.
How easily you forget the words of Dominic Toretto. Watch any movie with free subtitles, opensubtitles.com.
Fuck, you're so right.
I don't have the bandwidth to torrent anything. You're lucky you get podcasts still. It's why I sound like I'm in a phone box.
I said it before the episode, I'll say it now. You go to YouTube, you go to Google, you type in watch Sorcerer free online UK, and then when nothing comes up, you go, damn, I guess I can't do the episode of the podcast.
Also, I'm pretty sure it's on Amazon as well. But anyway, his insanely hot wife gives him a watch that says, I am your wife. It's a classic anniversary gift that we've seen movie protagonists get before. It's just
it says, do not have the wages of fear happen to you engraved on the back. By the way, the book that she's writing is a biography of this colonial officer, like back in the day. And we see that our Frenchman, he's kind of like woke, and so he's
dismissive of it. Yeah,
she's telling him the story about how this officer was going to have to like fire his artillery, but like a civilian woman was in the way, and he knew that he would like remove her from the world with a gesture, to which our Frenchman asks, well, did he do it? And she says yes, and he goes, okay, well, he's just a soldier then. And she says, no one's just one thing, right? Which is the moral of the movie. Again, I feel like there's more than a few times talking about Sorcerer where I'm going to say that I think it's a strangely insecure film about its message, and in this one, it's really like, no, second scene, you have to know this, right? No one's just one thing. Pay attention. This will be on the test.
Sure. But anyway, Victor goes to see a banker, and his banker's like, yo,
what's up?
15 million
We've got some
francs.
questions. We've got some questions about all of the money.
Come in, sit down.
Yeah. You invested all this money in AI.
He's kind of already at the end of his rope, right? He's yelling at his younger colleague to like call his colleague's father, who owns the business and is like the kind of, paterfamilias.
All my apes gone.
If you want to hear the rest of this episode of Kill James Bond and the 45 uninterrupted minutes of anti-American insults, stings, barbs, and arrows, then you are going to have to head on over to our Patreon, patreon.com/killjamesbond, all one word, and sign up today for as little as £5 a month. £5 a month. How many things are asking you for £5 a month these days? It's mostly 15 now. And you can give us £15 a month, but you don't have to. That's the point.